Kate Middleton deliberately wore a see-through dress at the St Andrews fashion show in 2001. Now, Kate was only 20 at the time, which I think is pretty young to be dressing like an old scrubber. She wore a sheer black lace short dress over black underwear. She did this on purpose as she knew William would be seated in the front row. And her devious plan worked because Prince William commented and said, "Wow, Kate's hot." And this is what she was orchestrating. She wanted it to happen, and it did. And this event turned William and Kate's friendship into a relationship. And she had made the prince fall into her trap by flaunting herself cheaply at him. And I don't think doing it in a way like showing your body more than your personality. They've gone for how you look than who you are. And I think that's not the same. I don't think that's very respectable and dignified, personally. And Kate knew that she had to up the ante to win him. And she only did that by showing her half body under a striply see-through dress. It's like really, she looked like a stripper. And to wear a see-through dress is quite desperate and cheap. Like, that's the only way I'm going to lure him, showing him my body. And I don't think it's not very dignified, because the way they portray Catherine now is like, oh yes, she's so pure, she's so dignified. But when you look back at her past history, she's quite reckless and slutty. And it just shows how determined she was to get William to show off her body like that. I mean, not many women have that confidence to be so forward like that and be so... She's not very discreet about the whole matter, she wasn't. And she was determined to get him, and she was teasing him with her body, basically. It's like, if you want me and you like what you see, then you'll have to come and get me if you want me, or you'll have to ask me out first before you get to see the rest of me. And you have to remember, when she was doing the charity fashion show, she was dating Rupert Finch at the time, who was in the 4th year. And the worst part of it, which shows that Kate's true intentions were, after the fashion show, there was an after party, and William came up to her, and he leaned in to kiss her, and she pulled away, like, leave me alone, and she turned away from him. And someone said she was playing hard to get. She didn't want to look like she was too easy, but she knew that her devious plan had worked. And she knew that the trap, it all played out perfectly and it worked. And it's almost like, if you want to kiss me, then we need to be a couple for that to happen. You're not just going to kiss me because I've already got a boyfriend. But again, knowing that she had a boyfriend, and knowing that her plan was to show herself off on the catwalk, I just wouldn't do that if I had a boyfriend. But again, she was desperate to get William. And when she pulled away from William's kiss, it's like she didn't want to become too available to him. Like, she didn't want to look really easy, which she was, but she had to portray herself as dignified. I'm not an old scrubber. She was, but she had to portray herself as like this pure, innocent girl. And it just proves the only way that Kate got William's attention at St Andrews was by seducing him with her body and drawing him in on her fishing line. And it just shows at the end of the day that it wasn't love, it was lust, because he only started dating her after he saw her in her underwear. That's not love, that's lust. Men are like that. They want to see, oh, that's nice, I'd like a bit of that. But that doesn't mean they love you. That only means they want to get in somewhere. That's it. So all this, oh yes, it was love at St Andrews. It wasn't, but she deliberately wore the see-through dress to snare him, and the fool fell into the trap. And it's his own fault now that he's in an unhappy marriage. But if that was me, I'd be pretty disgusted. But the press don't talk about it anymore, what happened there. The media don't discuss it. Meghan fans will discuss it, but the press and the media, they won't talk about it because it paints Kate in such a negative way. Like, is that the only way she could snare William? And there we go. She's a scrubber. She was always a scrubber.